sing from here, and you sing from there. Together we'll sing down the walls everywhere. With love in our hearts rising up like the sea. Together we'll sing until everyone's free.
That was popular children's entertainer Miss Rachel singing outside the now infamous Delaney Hall, an immigration detention center in New Jersey. The center, which has been subject to riots and protests over the last few weeks, has become the epicenter of the left's war on immigration enforcement. Weird how her song didn't mention anything about the Trump administration's heroic efforts to end child exploitation by smugglers and sex traffickers, or attempts to rescue the 450,000 unaccompanied children the Biden administration lost. Okay, Tim, you just had a baby. I'll tell you, when my little one was little, like, you know, I would say a year or a little over a year, she started talking and being able to put little sentences together at like 14 months. And we had Miss Rachel, I would put Miss Rachel songs on and she would teach how to like pronounce sounds and stuff. She was really good at what she did. And it's unfortunate. It's almost like when we talk about celebrities and sports figures, athletes that go ahead and get political. That's what's happened to her. I mean, it started with the October 7th issue with Palestine, and then now it's on immigration. And, you know, it just turns me off. I'm like, I would not, if it was this time now, I wouldn't let my daughter watch it.
Mr. Rogers never did this.
Well, and if you think about
very political,
and if you think about this,
we'll talk about it.
I do believe this is coordinated. I do believe that if you were to look, you would see some sort of coordination in shining a light, putting celebrities in, putting the Congress people outside doing this thing, even the people inside the prisons. I believe it is coordinated that they're doing the hunger strikes and all that stuff like that. But I just want to read you a quick verse from Matthew. This is Matthew 18:6. If anyone causes one of these little ones to stumble, it would be better for them to have a large millstone hung around their neck and to be drowned into the depths of the sea. That's straight from the mouth of Jesus Christ. Leave the kids alone. Leave them out. I hate seeing them sitting around singing some political BS jargon and being exploited. 100%.
Yeah, and it really bothers me that it's outside of a detention facility where there's people who, like, I guess, you know, the crime obviously is coming to the country illegally, but also did further crimes, like dangerous crimes.
Yes.
We're talking about money laundering. I think there was like, what was there, kidnapping or something?
But Alex, the other thing here is, as you're saying, which is when you read that scripture from Matthew, I think of all the kids that are destroyed by the coyotes, right?
There you go.
The rape trees
100%.
along the way. I wish the Holy Father, the Pontiff, instead of always talking about the migrant, and there are good people that I'm sure that are in that detention center. The problem is that the system is supposed to separate the good and the deserving from the nasty, raping criminals, and we don't. We allow them to all come together under this banner of, you know, acceptance in America, and it harmed people's lives. It destroyed young women. It destroyed kids. 400,000 kids are missing. Think about this. We don't even know where they are today.
Right.
Hope they're in a good place. Most likely they're not, and that's what human trafficking is all about. And the Holy Father should be defending those who are trying to stop the trafficking.
Yes. Jason, would it have been easier to defend this type of behavior if it wasn't outside of a detention facility? Like, I mean, that just also, it's icky all around, but like literally outside of a detention facility where there's some really bad people.
Yeah, well, I mean, according to the statistics, about half of them are not bad people who have committed a crime or even been accused to have committed a crime.
No, violent
And I would
crime.
say a lot of them are spouses of citizens. You know, they have children that are citizens. They're parents of citizens. And I think Miss Rachel, when she says Miss Rachel is for the littles, she really does think about children and their suffering, whether it's in Gaza, whether it's here in the United States. And I will just say about Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers famously had the scene where he had the pool and he had the young black mailman. That's absolutely
I thought
political
it was moral.
at the time.
I thought
that
it
is
was,
absolutely.
I thought it was the morally
and I
right
think
thing.
she's making the same moral argument for children now with the children.
No, that postman wasn't convicted of a crime, and it's a crime to come in this country illegally. Every person in that detention facility has committed a crime.
Well,
they all committed a crime. Every single one of them.
Not one child in Gaza.
I blame the parents who took the kids to the detention center to go hang out with Miss Rachel.
There you go.
Those parents scare me to death because they are not telling their kids the whole truth.
Information. Truth. is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.